The very first bigger Clone Wars Separatist MTT has arrived. But is it better or worse than the last version from 2014? Are the fixes finally done right this time? And how much is it? Let's find out. My name is Zoltan and let's build. Alright, so one thing's for sure. This set is based on the Clone Wars series, not Episode 2. You can already tell from the box, we are not getting the brown MTT this time, but the one with the Separatist color scheme. This is the 75435 set, contains 976 pieces and will be released on August 1st and priced at 150 euros or 160 USD. So that means one piece costs, brace yourself, 15 or 16 cents. And this isn't even the worst price per piece set coming in August. On the back of the box we can also see the features. For example, the droid carrier mechanism looks pretty slick. Alright, so we have 8 numbered bags, small sticker sheet, I can live with this, and here's the manual, which will be 206 pages long, and yeah, we can see the all brand new August sets on the back of this manual, but nothing else. There are no extra information about this set, so nothing else to do. I'm gonna start this build right now and let's see those tiny details and let's see those cool minifigures. I hope they cool, I hope they cool, I hope they cool. Well guys, I've been surprised once again. Although it might not be obvious from the outside, but the interior features surprisingly clever mechanism, especially the droid carrier rack, which turned out insanely good. But before we dive into the details, let's see the minifigures first, because we have 12 minifigures in this set. First up we have Aayla Secura. This figure hasn't appeared that often in LEGO form. The last time we saw her was in 2017, I guess, and at first glance you might think it's the same figure, but it's not. The prints are completely new. She's still wearing the same outfit as always, but the printing is different. Of course she has her usual lightsaber in hand, and since she's from the Twi'lek species, she has those distinctive lacus, those head tail things, which is basically a hairpiece here. And she has 2 facial expressions, one serious and one happier. Next is our other unique figure, Commander Bly. Just like the previous one, this is a completely new figure, and actually this is Bly's first time in LEGO form. Obviously, he has entirely unique leg and torso prints. Even the podron, that shoulder armor piece, looks amazing on him too. His Phase 2 helmet also has exclusive printing, and he comes with this macro binocular, the targeting thingy, which can be flipped up. He's holding a big sniper rifle, and yep, you guessed it, the figure still isn't perfect. He's missing the kama, that little skirt-like piece. If I take off the helmet, will we find the classic clone face, but that's not exactly a huge surprise. Then we have 7 B1 battle droids. One of them is a pilot with a blue torso. That's actually a unique print. And finally we get 3 command droids. If I remember correctly, we last saw them in 2012. So this is a nice update. The figures are almost identical to the old versions, but this time they are gunmetal grey, which is a strange color choice since they were more brownish in the animated series. But again, in the Battlefront 2 game, they are this exact grey. So I leave it to you to decide whether this is a good or a bad change. But now, let's talk about the building experience. Alright, so the build started similarly to the Monday's Batmobile. First I had to build a chassis-like frame using Technic parts. And have you noticed how there are hardly any pure system or pure Technic builds nowadays? Pretty much every major set starts with a Technic skeleton, makes the sets a lot sturdier. Anyway, I had to build this little crank. At that point I had no idea what it was for. Then came the cargo hold, where you'll eventually place a little extra vehicle. The next step was the most exciting one, building the droid rack mechanism. It was designed super smart. It's very compact and hides completely inside the MTT. Here's what it looked like when the body and the mechanism were joined together. At this stage, the MTT was still without its outer panels, and honestly, this was the most exciting part for me. Later, I had to attach the cockpit, not the most detailed section I've ever seen. Then came the paneling, just covering everything up, and voila, the little guy was finished. And well, this one is not that little. The set measures 5.5 inches high, 11.5 inches long and 5 inches wide. It doesn't come close to the size of the classic 7662 version, but it's still a decent size. Plus, it's the first MTT with a Separatist paint job. Unless you count that tiny 50-something piece one from years ago. And I'm telling you, it's packed with good details. First, the cockpit. The top can be removed so you can place the pilot inside, but he only fits lying down, so yeah, there were compromises made here. It has 2 stud shooters, working as usual. You can open the entire side of the MTT, revealing the full interior. You'll see those horrible little wheels, which look super goofy, especially since they are not even hidden. Oh, by the way, there are 2 extra wheels underneath, but those are positioned more elegantly. There is also a weapon rack, so no worries, every droid gets a gun. You can also open the entire back section, which is basically the trunk. That's where you can store the extra STAP, which is blue. This time matches the color scheme of the troop transport nicely. But the biggest surprise is how smoothly the droid rack mechanism works. Just twist the little knob and the MTT gate opens, the rack slides out, and the fresh B1s are ready to fight. But wait, that's not all. Did you notice how both the top and the bottom doors open at the same time? It works the same in reverse. Twist the knob the other way and voila, the whole thing closes itself. No manual pushing or fiddling needed. It's brilliant. And finally there are those 2 stubby cannons at the front, which are ridiculously short. In the animated series they were way longer, so yeah, they are a bit goofy looking. So in summary, this MTT is brilliantly designed. It has great proportions, unique Separatist look, tons of play features and those 12 minifigures. What a lineup. But Bly still isn't perfect. The cannons are way too stubby, and the biggest elephant in the room is the price. This August wave is crazy expensive. Yes, definitely grab it if you are a huge fan, you'll enjoy it, but please, wait for discounts, because at full price it's just ridiculous. Alright guys, now it's your turn. What do you think of this set? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like what you saw, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye!